All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, teach well, where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe on this truth and sincerity. It's your brother Yahweh Khan, come back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai from the GMS Cleveland branch. The Lord willing this be edifying. Just want to speak on the stage is being set. The stage is being set. Okay, now what does that mean? Okay, it says an idiom, also the scene/stage is set, used to mean that conditions have been made right for something to happen. So like for something to happen, or that something is likely to happen. Okay. And recently you had Sleepy Creepy Joe. Okay, you also had Gil Bates. Both, and I think Cotton Schwab as well, all spoke on how there will be another scamdemic. Okay. Now that's not gonna happen overnight. It's a gradual effect. That's why you hear the apostles and elders toss the phrase around that the stage is being set, meaning the conditions are being made right. Okay, because over the past few years, you done seen people transition from using cash to digital transactions, and it's all a part of them being conditioned. When you doing sports, you have a period of conditioning, because in any sport you do, it's a lot of cardio, so you have to go through a period of conditioning to be prepared for that, to do that sport. So for these people to be prepared to take the MO, they are being conditioned with being used to not using cash, to being used to digital transactions, and also they getting used to being told what to do. Okay, oh, you gotta wear a mask on your face. You can't work unless you take the juice. You can't come outside if you got the C19. Things like this. It's all part of people being conditioned. And why? Because it's for something to happen. Because something is about to happen. Revelation 13 and 16 on down. Okay? Now I got a few articles I want to go into. It says this right here is InfoWars. Okay, this is Alex Jones, which I believe he is set up just as well as Kanye and Kyrie and all them. But nonetheless, it says warning. And that's something we do. Start with the apostles and elders of GMS on down to the like-minded brothers. We give warning. Okay? And you got people out there, who not even in the truth and may not even be Israelites. Okay? Speaking about the things that's soon to come to pass. Because this thing is not only is the stage being set, but it's happening in plain sight, but it's hidden in plain sight simultaneously, because you got 2/3 of the nation of Israel that's blinded to see the prophecies, to see the truth. Even if they call themselves to be in the truth, they still can be blinded. But it says warning, social credit/digital currency system isn't coming, it's here. Okay, and when you watch this, he was just speaking how he's speaking on how you already got countries that's implementing the digital dollar, so to speak, and you got also got countries lined up to follow suit, to follow after the social credit system and things of that nature. And as you see, it says Alex Jones predicts the next big enemy of the globalist New World Order will be anti-CHIPers as they complete the rollout of their social credit system linked with the digital currency. And they said the next big enemy of this NWO is who? Those that don't want to be a part of the NWO. And that links so Revelation 13 and 15. Matter of fact, we just go there. It wasn't trying to for the sake of the video, but oh well. This Revelation chapter 13 start at verse 15. Okay. And this chapter goes into the revival of Rome. Okay, the beast that had the the deadly wound, but was healed because Rome fell to Jake, the ancient Roman Empire. And that's where you get the time period of 1,000 years, according to the scriptures. But Esau, Edom will tell you it's the dark ages, where it wasn't much knowledge and things like that. To try to downplay Jake, but no, Jake was ruling. That was the deadly wound that happened to ancient Rome. But it was healed. When was it healed? The Renaissance, okay? Beginning with the Renaissance all the way to now, okay? So it says, Revelation 13-15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that he is speaking of the Edomites. The same Edomites that ruled in ancient Rome. Okay, Edomites always been around. There's no end of no nation, but there will be an end of Esau, Edom after his 1,000 years of slavery, you know. But it says, and he had power. Job 9-24 tells you the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, who controls all the mainstream media? Who controls the hospitals? Who controls the colleges, the prisons, the central banks? Okay, the wicked, which is the so-called white man, you know. But it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, the image of the beast is the thought process, the philosophies, the doctrines that is pushed out in this society, whether it be adultery, idolatry, celebrating the different holidays, whether it be shaving your face and shave your head bald, whether it be thinking that it's okay for a man to be with a man, whether it be democracy. This is all the image of the beast, and they able to give life, meaning they able to promote these things and force it upon the people, even the people in other countries. Okay, it was a point in time where they looked up to America, which is known as Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, you know. But that's all spiraling down, going down the drain, you know, because Esau, Edom's power structure, his rulership is set to come to an end according to prophecy. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. But nonetheless, it says that he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And how is it speaking? Through people carrying out these philosophies. They carrying out the doctrine of Esau, Edom. They under his vibration. That's how the image is speaking. They willingly are ignorant and blindly following after Esau, Edom, and his minions, so to speak, his puppets. It says, and cause that as many as would not worship, okay, meaning you don't want to be a part, you don't consent, you don't want to be like Esau, Edom, read on. As many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And when you go into this word killed, okay, because now we know people will literally be put to death, but Salakia. But not only will people be put to death, okay, because as you see, it says to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish, because you're going to have people starving to death. Because if you don't take this charagma, okay, because you know the digital currency is going to lead to the C-hip, and if you don't take it, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. And you won't eat if you're not of the elect. So it says, the elect of the nation of Israel, Salakia. So it says to extinguish, abolish, okay, but let's go to the root word. It says of separation. So if you don't want to adhere, you don't want to consent, bow down to this system, you're going to be separated, of local separation. After verbs of motion from a place, i.e. of departing, of fleeing. And you're going to have brothers that's going to have to flee. Because why? It will be separated from the system. Why? Because they will not worship Esau's society. Okay, this NWO they trying to establish says of separation, of apart from the whole. Okay, so the point being that, you know, if you don't worship this system, you're going to be separated. But the man of the Lord is separated mentally already and is yet to manifest physically, you know. So let's go back. And he was speaking on an article Apostle Tahar was speaking on recently. And here, I have it here. And Lord, I can put all these links in the description box. It says, anti-C-hippers are the latest group of awful people we now have to worry about. Why? Because they speaking out against what the elites trying to do. And that's what they had to worry about, because as the saying goes, they don't want thinkers. They want hard workers, so to speak. They don't want people that can think for themselves. These elites want to be able to think for you. They just want you to do what they say. And the men of the Lord have the mind of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, which is against Esau Edom. That's why the anti-C-hippers are the latest group of awful people they now have to worry about. Because the anti-C-hippers truly are the elect of the nation of Israel. Anybody else outside that do not matter. You know? And a lot of these people that try to speak out against the MOB, they do so in reference to the scriptures. But who was the prophecies, the secrets given to? Let's go to Amos chapter 3. Verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And to be a prophet, you have to be of the nation of Israel, and specifically the elect. Okay, these are the ones who was given the secrets. That's why a lot of these people, when they try to bring out the scriptures, as they quote unquote expose what's taking place, they go off because the secrets wasn't given to them. You know? So, jumping back to here, it says, you know, you could read into this. It's you know, you chewed me, spit out the bones. But basically, we know this all going to lead to the persecution. Okay? It's all going to lead to persecution. Let's go back to Revelations chapter 12. Once again, the stage is being set and it's hidden in plain sight. But meaning the conditions are being made right for them to come down with great wrath, for them to force everybody to take the C-hip. You know, the hour of temptation is being set up. Revelation chapter 12, verse 17, the dragon was wroth with the woman. That dragon is speaking of the Roman Empire, which has been revived. Okay. And that woman is speaking of the nation of Israel. Jeremiah 6:2. It says, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. And the Roman Empire made war with the nation of Israel, specifically the remnant. Back then, during the time of 70 AD, and they're going to do it again now. It's nothing new under the sun. Reading on, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Those who testify openly, blatantly, out in public on highways and byways, doing these videos. Esau Edom, it's like an Esau Edom is coming. Okay? You call yourself a prophet, call yourself breaking down the scriptures, Esau Edom, you on this list. If you even watch the videos, you on a list. And these are the things we got to consider. This is all prophecy. And it must happen for the kingdom to be established. But the stage is being set once again. You know? Let's go from there. It says, let's go to this. No, it's like it, not that one. This one, it says cashless society. And once again, people have been conditioned and they have been conditioned and became accustomed to this cashless society. People got Cash App, okay, Apple Pay. Some stores don't even take cash no more. If they do, it's exact change. Getting closer and closer to the cashless society. Fed pushing digital currency. Okay, the Federal Reserve is pushing a central bank digital currency, which will give the government the unprecedented ability to control a person's life. That's what Esau Edom want. Okay. They are not satisfied with having money, all the money in the world. They are not satisfied with having all the resources, which is a blessing. This is Edom's. It's like I keep saying that. Esau Edom's blessing is being fulfilled. It is fulfilled, okay? And it's coming to an end. But they still not satisfied with that blessing. Okay, the fatness of the earth. They're not satisfied with it. They're not even satisfied with having all the people in slavery. Because modern day slavery is digital. We see that being manifested. But it's not enough for them. They want to be able to control a person's life. Okay, Reno says, with the CBDC, the government will effectively have complete control over an individual by deciding how much a person can spend. Banks already have daily limits. It says, by forcing a tax on all private transactions and by even theoretically penalizing people who save money. You can't even save money. This is complete. What's the word? This is wickedness. Okay. It says, thus ensuring a permanently poor underclass. Okay. You're going to get a certain amount of money on your CHIP for the week or whatever, and you got to spend all of it. And on top of that, they're going to control what you can spend it on. Okay, because it says, it may seem that the purpose of a CBDC is to facilitate transactions and enhance economic activity, but CBDCs are mainly about more government control over individuals. Okay, to say somebody can't buy this, can't sell that, you controlling that person. It says, if a CBDC were implemented, the central bank will have access to all transactions in addition to being capable of freezing accounts. Yep. And I think it's going to say it in here that basically if you do the wrong thing, say the wrong thing, and it might be to the point where if you even think the wrong thing, and I'm speaking for those who are going to take the CHIP, they're not going to be able to spend, they account going to be froze. So it's a lose-lose, because on top of that, they still got to eat a missile. Speaking about those here, that's going to be here in Babylon the Great, America. It says the end of cash will mean less privacy for individuals and will allow central banks to maintain a monetary policy of negative interest rates with greater ease, since if individuals will be unable to withdraw money from commercial banks to avoid losses. We see that taking place in Nigeria. You can only take out a certain amount of money, and when you and truth be told, about I think they said there's about 85% of the currency that they have over there is cash. You know? So the control, the squeeze is getting tighter and tighter. Then you have inflation, okay, meaning the dollar is losing its value. We think the price is going up, but no, the dollar is losing its value because it's about to be thrown away. It's about to be in the trash, okay, because the new thing is the CHIP, which is being spearheaded by this digital currency. See, it says a cashless society will allow governments to also adopt a Chinese style. Okay, and Cotton Schwab recently said China is a role model for many nations. It says a Chinese style social credit score in which people are penalized financially for engaging in political wrong think. See, you can't even do certain things or your bank account will be froze. And this is what people want, okay? And whoever wants this society to continue on, they out of their damn mind, and they're gonna be destroyed. You know, it says people could also be prohibited from using CBDCs for certain purchases, you see, such as guns and ammo or donations to non-establishment political candidates. CBDCs allow authorities to freeze the funds not only of terrorists and evildoers, but dissidents, thought criminals, and scapegoated classes of people. Okay, wrote analyst Charles Eisenstein, for CBDCs to fit into social engineers' paradise of total control, they must accompany the elimination of cash. Okay, and that's enough. Okay, the cashless society is here. Okay, it's just yet to be brought to the forefront, and we see it happening slowly. Okay, this one says the near future of conflict will not be about oil but microchips. Salakia, but the MC hips. Okay, and there was a video. Lord, what I'm put it in the description box. That Sleepy Creepy Joe just spoke about how he spoke about how China is trying to basically they trying to be at the front of producing C-hips, and he was basically saying that America should be at the front of making C-hips. So that goes with this title of this article. The near future of conflict will not be about oil, but MC-hips. Okay, meaning who will be selling the C-hips, so to speak. Okay, who would be the country that everybody gets their C-hips from? That's what's being talked about. It says the MC hip, as the world shifts to new and more sustainable sources of energy, oil becomes less and less important as a resource. In fact, many experts believe that oil will no longer be a major factor in international conflict within the next few decades. And we don't have decades here. We don't have a decade here. We don't have 5 years here. You know, Lord willing, you know. It says, as the world, Salakia, instead, they believe that the near future of conflict will revolve around the MC hips. Okay. And it tells you that, I'm going to just read it. It says, MC hips are tiny devices that can store and process large amounts of data. And when you go into the word MARK in Revelation 13 and 16, it goes back to charagma, which goes back to charax, which goes back to grapho. Okay. And grapho is to write, okay, or writing, which means the charagma inside of it will be your data, the documents, the social security card, the birth certificate, okay, the proof that you were a slave, the receipt, so to speak. Okay, it says MC hips are tiny devices that can store and process large amounts of data. They are used in everything from mobile phones to computers to military weaponry. You see, the conditions are being made right for something to happen. Everything already has C-hips in it. It says, as our dependence on technology increases, so does our need for MC hips. Okay, and that's okay. Prophecy is unfolding. The stage is being set. It's hidden in plain sight. You know, Salakia, but yeah, man. That's pretty much it. You know, I'm gonna get this precept and I'm gonna close. This is Psalms chapter 25. Okay, and as you see at the top, it says prayer for protection, guidance, and pardon. You know, because that's what we want, the Lord to protect us, to guide us, and forgive us for our sins. No, but I'm gonna get right to the point. Psalms chapter 25 and verse 15. My eyes are ever toward Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net. Because the stage being set is simultaneous with a trap being set. Okay, a snare. Okay. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is the only one that can pull us out of this snare, out of this trap, out of this net. Okay, we're not going to be, we can't, there's nothing that no human being can do to get out of the situation. These situations that's about to come upon the planet Earth. Okay. But the Lord's going to pluck his elect out of that net. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying closing. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the positive elders of Great Millstone, rule, teach, where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe on this truth and sincerity. Till next time I say, Kwame Yashala, Wamawathlapa Ball. Shalom.